We would now like to introduce Mr. Frank Lowy, Holocaust survivor and internationally known philanthropist, and the son of the late Hugo Lowy, to share his feelings with us at this time.
A few months after my bar mitzvah, my father disappeared. We didn't know what had happened to him. In our apartment in Budapest, there was a couch under the window, and I would stand on it day after day, looking into the street, watching, waiting for my father to appear. In a way, I waited for almost 50 years. In all that time, I never forgot him, even in my dreams. As I slept, I would feel him bending over me, and I would wake relieved that he was there. And then confused that he wasn't. I had this dream on and off for almost 50 years. It was only when my family found out what happened to him that the dream stopped. Once I knew what happened, I wanted to do something. I wanted to honor his memory. I wanted to stand in a place where he perished so I could feel him. So here I am, with all of you in Birkenau. I know he was also here under the same sky, just like almost 500,000 Hungarian Jews. He came to this place in a wagon, and almost immediately after arriving, disappeared into the smoke in the sky. I was 13 when I lost my father, and now I'm 82, and you know, I still miss him. To the young people here today, I want to say that your mother and father always matter, even when you get to my age. And honoring your parents matters very much while they are alive and when they are no longer here with us. I still feel the loss of my father, but as something I have gained. You see, there were things about him that I did not know. I knew he was a good man, a good father, a religious Jew who believed in God. He worked as a traveling salesman, and he was a modest. I never realized that he had the strength, the spiritual strength, to take on the brutal guards here in Birkenau. No matter how hard they hit him, he protected the sanctity of his tallis and tefillin. They could break his body, but they could not break his spirit. The tallit and the tefillin were part of him, part of his relationship with God, and he was ready to die for them. And he did. He did so in front of his people, who knew what was in the bag and who tried to stop him from protecting it. In front of them, he fought for his faith with a spiritual courage I never knew he had. You see, my father was an ordinary man. Extraordinary things, people do extraordinary things if they have it in them in the first place. Well, He certainly did. Hugo's legacy lives on in 4 generations. Beside me, his grandsons and great-granddaughter represent them here today. Also here today are 2 people who are important to my father's story. Alan Lowy, who you just saw in the film, the son of the late Meyer Lowy, who witnessed what happened to my father and told us the story. Meyer Lowy was not a relative. He was arrested with my father and became very close to him. He lived to tell the story. And Dr. Roland Huse from Germany, also here with us. We found the wagon that stands there at his museum, and he gave it to us to restore and place it here in Birkenau. 3 years ago, when the wagon was brought here, I had the privilege to place my own talus and filling in the wagon to replace those torn from my father's hands. This helps to heal the brokenness of the past. Some 2 centuries ago, Rabbi Nachman Breslev taught that if you believe the world can be broken, then you know that can it also be fixed. Fixing means understanding what happened, healing the pain, and building a better future. The Nazis wanted not only to destroy the physical presence of the Jewish people, but to wipe us out spiritually as well, and leave no trace. But look at us here today. Perhaps all those Hungarian Jews, including my father who disappeared into the sky, are looking down on us today. They see how young, how strong, and how full of promise all you are. They see the plan to break the crush on us has made us stronger. Throughout history, others have tried to destroy us, but none have succeeded. We are an eternal nation, bound together by our faith. Am Yisrael Chai.